Well, we're getting a good look outside, and we saw pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine today. Once again, just a few clouds out there. Let us warm up nicely, pushing that 70-degree mark, and now that we lost all that daytime heating, cooling off rapidly into the 40s, and that's just going to continue as we make our way through these overnight hours. Last night, we saw those temperatures really dip down to about that 34-degree mark, and then as we got that sunshine going, we raised right up there to 70 degrees, like I said, and now we're losing that sunshine, going to go right back into these 30s overnight once again. As we look at the current temperatures outside, we're sitting pretty strong at 44 degrees here in San Angelo, 41 in Junction, 39 in Sonora, as well as Ozona. And as we get a good look at the entire region here, that's what we're seeing. These 40s down towards Junction, as well as warmer temperatures up towards Sterling City, 55 degrees still up there. But as we all go into these overnight hours, we're all going to be cooling off into those 40s and then into those 30s as we make our way into those overnight lows. That's because of how dry it is out there right now. Looking at these dew points, we're all sitting pretty much in the 30s for those dew points, and that's not going to be changing too much in the next couple of days. That's really aiding these overnight lows, dipping down there under these clear skies. We're seeing a lot of radiational cooling is what we like to call it. That's going to be letting us get down there with these overnight lows. As we look at the moisture tracker over the next 48 hours, like I was saying, going to be sitting pretty dry here in the Concho Valley. Just more of that dry air working its way in until we finally get to that Tuesday more into Wednesday. That's when we start to see more humidity working its way in, especially for our upper levels, and then start to see some of those clouds and rain chances increase into this week. As we get a good look at the temperatures across the entire nation, you can see we were sitting with those Arctic temperatures up to our north, and that's going to be working its way in as we see this weak cold front push through overnight. And as we look at the upper level pattern, we're seeing that last cold front we saw push through further east. That's associated with that trough. But then here in the Concho Valley, after this weak cold front, we're going to be seeing some nice ridging here, warming us back up into this week, seeing some nice seasonal temperatures, some nice 60s for here in the Concho Valley. As we get a good look at the satellite and radar over the nation, you can see still sitting pretty quiet across the entire state of Texas. Just a little bit of cloud cover making its way in from New Mexico there, and that's what we're going to be seeing working its way in more and more going into tomorrow. As we take a look at this futurecast, though, like I said, those overnight lows going to be dipping down back into those 30s once again. It's been liking to keep us a little bit warm, so I'm going to be calling it a little bit cooler than this. It's liking to keep us 37. I'm calling about 35. But then as we go into tomorrow, we're going to see a lot more of that cloud cover really ramp up in those evening hours, and that's not going to be letting up all week long. For now, though, as we go into tonight, we're still sitting under these clear skies, like I said, cooling off rapidly, getting down to about that 35-degree mark is what I'm calling it for here in San Angelo. Chilly conditions if you are stepping outside. Then tomorrow, we're going to see mostly sunny skies in the morning, but then as that noon hour rolls around and then more and more into the evening, we're going to watch more and more clouds roll into our area, pushing about 61 degrees, so noticeably cooler going into tomorrow. But then as we take a look at that 7-day forecast, you can see tomorrow there's when that cloud cover really starts to build in a little bit more. Then that's not going to be letting up for the next couple of days. Wednesday's when we start to see a little bit more of that rain chance working its way in, about 10%, maybe just an isolated shower here or there. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's where we're looking at more of a little bit of a rain event coming for the Concho Valley. Always welcome to see more of that rain, pushing 70 degrees by Saturday. Then Christmas Eve on Sunday, looking at a nice cold front, dropping us just in time for Christmas, while these lows going from those 30s to those 40s, looking pretty warm by Christmas Eve, in the 50s there. But like I said, we've got our eyes on that cold front for Christmas. We're going to be ironing that out into this next week. That's all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN news after the break.